Hi there, this is Andrew with ADS, here to bring you the very best in marketing and branding tips, as well as business tips for those of you who are entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, and personal branders. Welcome and thanks so much for being here. And today we're just chatting about virtual parties, virtual birthdays, virtual happy hours, virtual events. That is the name of the game right now until we are out of this COVID-19 world or whatever our new norm becomes. I'm sure we'll have much more virtual everything. So just want to give a few helpful tips. On our last video, which you can see, I'll link to up here. In our last video, we covered how to throw a virtual party. Basically everything from soup to nuts. But I want to dive into the promotional part of this. How do you do the invitational part and everything? So I just want to quickly talk you through that, and then I'm going to actually walk you through a simple tool that anybody can use, whether you have graphic design skills or not, to create your graphics for your invitations, because likely they'll be online as well. All right, so let's go. So the tool I want to teach you about is called Canva. Raise your hand if you're familiar with Canva. So if you're not familiar with Canva, it is very much a graphic design tool, like a lot of graphic designers, and I'm sure you've heard of the term graphic designers, use tools like Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, Design, all those kinds of design tools to create the graphics that we see online in social media and everywhere else. And so I thought I would show you a simple tool that really was made for anyone to use. You do not need Photoshop, Illustrator, whatever experience in order to do this. And it's called, again, Canva. Canva is a free product. It has changed the world for so many people who are having to do DIY marketing for themselves, for their own businesses. And so I'm happy to show you that today if you're not familiar. And this is a great way that you can create a lot of the graphics needed to make your invitations online for your virtual parties. So here are the types of graphical elements you'll need to create in Canva or otherwise. And so usually you'll need a square graphic, and that's good for use on Facebook, Instagram. You'll usually need some kind of 16:9 story graphic. That's kind of a bonus. And this is really better for the bigger parties where you want your audience in general to come, those who follow you or all your friends. If you are doing an open invitation, and why the heck not? Because you're not having to feed anyone, you don't have venue costs, so you may want to invite the world of your people. So if you're wanting to do that, you're going to want, again, the square image for Facebook, Instagram, stories, like a 16:9 size, and also you're going to want to do an e-blast invite. So an e-blast is just the HTML email, those pretty emails that you see. You might think of them as spam and junk and whatever, but they look nice, right? So if you have a big party coming up, you want your invitation to look good. And so part of that is getting all those things together. One of the things I want to tell you about an email invite that we're not necessarily covering in this video is how to use tools like MailChimp, Constant Contact, all of those kinds of email service provider resources where you can create an HTML email, okay? So we're not covering that in this video, but if you want to learn about that, let me know in the comments below. We might cover it in the next video, okay? Today we're going through the tool called Canva to create these graphics in the first place. And you can use Canva to create the email header images and things like that that will go in your emails in some place like MailChimp and whatever. And so this is a great time to learn this part. So it's very easy. All you have to do is go to canva.com, and then I'm going to walk you through how to do the rest of this on your desktop. Do it on your desktop, not your phone. You're going to have much more flexibility range on your desktop, okay? So you're going to want to go to canva.com, canva.com. And if you already have an account, obviously you probably don't need this video, but I'm going to sign out to show you what this looks like when you come here. And so it says new to Canva, sign up. You can click sign up here. I'm not new, so I'm going to log in with Facebook, which is what I did to sign up. And you can too if you so desire or otherwise. And so when you get here, you can see all of this. You can create a design, you can see your designs, your Instagram posts, your Facebook posts, all of this. And you want to go over here to click Create a Design. And we're just going to start with a square social media image. So I'm going to pick Instagram because that works for Facebook and Instagram. So just pick Instagram post. And I've already done this a billion times, but because I was trying to figure out my audio here on this thing, but that's not your problem. So what you want to do is when you're here, you can search birthday, for example, and see all these wonderful templates for birthday. And since you're probably not a graphic designer, I highly recommend choosing one of these birthday images to work with. So you can scroll down. There's plenty. You could also maybe look up You're Invited. Nothing cool there. All right, let's go back to birthday. We're just going to pick one of these to play with, right? So maybe this one. We'll do this one this time. So we've got Happy Birthday, Kevin. So instead of this, we might do You're Invited. Darla's 40th B-Day or something like that, right? And obviously this is not Darla. How did we put Darla's picture in here? Well, you want to go over here to Uploads, down here on the bottom left, click Uploads. And this is where you can upload an image or video. And I'm just going to pick one that's already in here because I know I've got one of myself I can use. So I'm going to pull this over. So now, you see how this text is over my face? I could either move this text over, which you just do by picking it up and dragging it over. Very simple. And you can make it all right, justified by clicking this thing. This is very much like Word, PowerPoint, and all this. That's kind of stuck. But if you want to unstick it, you can click this Ungroup button. And then you're free to move about your canvas here. No pun intended. Well, actually, pun intended. Or another fix, I'm going to do undo here. Undo is your friend. So I can, if I'm like, oh, I didn't mean to do that, I can undo all of that and put it back how it was. Another easy fix is to take this image and flip it. So you can click Flip Horizontal. Boom, she's on the other side like that. So that can work too. Very easy. Darla's 40th birthday. And down here is where you can put details like the date, 31st March 2020, time 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard, and then location you can put online, or something like that, right? And let's say you love that, right? So if you love this, how it is, and you're like, yes, this is great. Or say you don't necessarily want it black and white. What if you want pink? You can come down here and pick these colors. If you don't see a color from all these defaults, you can pick new color and drag and pull and all this. So let's say I kind of want this blue. And let's say filter, none, blah, blah, blah. I wonder if there's a way to do that. Nope. You might like it like that with a little shot of blue or something. That's how you can kind of play around. You just play and experiment. Again, it's very much like PowerPoint. So you can change your title up here. You can say Darla's Facebook post or something like that, right? Now, let's say we want, remember on Zoom, we had that space. I'm going to show you again where this is. So if you go to Zoom, I'm going to show this to you in my previous meetings because I know it's already in there. Andrea's Virtual B-Day Happy Hour. Remember when I said if you require people to register before attending the meeting, you can get this URL, registration URL. It looks like that. So you have, it's very plain, but it does the job. So you have a place for a banner up here and for your quote unquote logo image here. So to get that information, like how big is it, what size is it, we need to know. You scroll down to the bottom of this page and you'll see registration, email settings, and branding. You want to click here on branding. And here is where you'll find information on your image requirements. So go with the biggest size always, 1280 by 400. We're going to go back over to Canva and click resize to what? 1280 by 400. And you're just going to say copy and resize. And boom, it resizes it for you. So now this is going from a square, so you're going to have to do some adjustments. So you can drag and drop things like this. You could keep that a square if you really wanted to, but at least it feels a little bit better, right? And I'm just doing this expeditiously to show you how all this can work. So again, you can download by clicking this. If you click download, you can choose from all these image types and you just click download to get what you need there. Excuse my phone, somebody's blowing me up for no reason. So let me turn all that down for you. Excuse those people. Okay, so then you've got your banner size. Again, you can go back and do those other sizes needed. Let's say you want to create an Instagram story. So I'm going to go back to the square thing and now I'm going to say I want a story size. You can type in story and all these story options will show up, but you'll notice these sizes here, 1080 by 1920. 1080 by 1920, 1080 by 1920. All of these are 1080 by 1920. So just click this first one, 1080 by 1920. They're all the same. And it's going to resize that for you, and you're just going to need to adjust it as needed. So maybe I want to drop that down. You know, this probably looks, you can blow this up down here. So if you click this zoom, this percentage button, you can zoom up to like 50% or whatever. And just play to your heart's content till you like it, you know, but that can work for a story. And I'm going to show you can do a series of stories. So if I go back to this home screen, I'll show you. These are all some examples I tried to do before for you guys, and my audio was not working. So you can see some different looks here that were created. I'm going to show you a story I did for my own B-Day. So the first story says Virtual B-Day Happy Hour. Let me make this a little bit bigger for you. Virtual B-Day Happy Hour. It just has the date and time. And when you're in stories, of course, you can add all your fun stickers and things. Ignore those ones. This one is, let me show you the whole thing. It says Virtual Happy Hour. Here's all the details. So it shows you all the details. And then another story says, here's how to join. Remember, people can't read a whole lot because a story moves by so quick. So you're going to want to spread out your information if you're going to do that. And then I have a final story that says, hope to see you there. So they see 1, 2, 3, 4 stories, you know, and it makes it feel more interesting than just the one story up there, right? So that's how you can do stories. So now you've got Facebook, Instagram stories. You've got your Square, Facebook, Instagram post. You've got, I think this is your story. Yeah, you've got your stories and your banner. And that's how you can get all those different sizes for what you need for your Partay. One other size you'll probably want is your email header. So remember, you can also do emails in here. So you just click email header, you're going to copy, resize it, and you can literally get every size you need in here. So that's Canva, quick and dirty, nice and simple, and I hope you have fun with it. Should be real cool for you. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. I hope it was helpful to you. What questions do you have? Please leave them in the comments below. If this is your first time here, again, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I so appreciate you. And please do me a favor. If you like this video, please give it a like, down below, hit the like button, and also subscribe to this channel. So all you have to do is hit subscribe down below, and then you'll see a little bell pop up. That's YouTube notifications bell. You want to click that, because if you don't, I guarantee you, you will never see these videos again. You have to click the bell so you'll get notifications, okay? Perfect. And also, you can listen to all of these on podcasts. That's on Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. If you do listen to it on podcast, please do rate and review us. We love getting all your comments. Thank you so very much. And otherwise, I welcome you to connect with us on social media, wherever you are. The ADS Agency, that's THEADS, like ads, like advertising, agency. The ADS Agency, that's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. And now you're also welcome to follow me on my experimental experience on TikTok. Oh yes, I went there. So more about that later. We will do videos about TikTok too, if you're interested in that. 2 things to tell you about TikTok that is going to be potentially game-changing for you, especially if you're a business owner and you poo-poo TikTok like I did. 2 things. 1, the audience is 49% of the audience is age 35 and over. And the other thing is, in the fall, their parent company, ByteDance, was valued at over $75 billion US. And that's how you know they ain't going anywhere, okay? So TikTok is here to stay. More on that later. I hope you have a great time with your virtual partays. What issues, what problems are you running into? If you have any ideas that are fun and you want to share them, I would love to know what you guys are doing out there. So please leave them in the comments below. Love chatting with you. All right, you guys stay safe out there. Stay healthy. I'm praying over all of you. I pray that you are all protected and all of your loved ones are protected. We'll get through this together. All right? And until then, let's have fun in these virtual partays.